Welcome to this message for this absolutely gorgeous energy today. The Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is really, I was getting this insight in this message about how it's really important for us to tune into our intuition today and to be very present with ourselves, to really bring yourself into the present moment. So if you're finding your thoughts are going into situations or rehashing sort of negative beliefs or negative perspectives, or even just, you're having sort of these internal arguments with yourself or with other people within your mind, just really make sure that you detach from that. Detachment was a message this morning. Intuition was another message that I was getting. The need to allow ourselves to be happy, the need to allow ourselves to come into a brand new place, a brand new trajectory of our lives. And there's a certain level of allowing that needs to happen for that to be able to take place. So I was just reminded when I woke up this morning that Jupiter and Uranus is not going to be conjuncting in the sign of Taurus, again, in our lifetimes. This is such a big deal. And it's so incredibly important to take advantage of this energy. And you can really take advantage of it best by just staying super present with yourself and reminding yourself that everything is good, everything is okay, and everything is heading in the right direction. And I know for a lot of people, there's been a lot of upheaval. There's been a lot of difficult changes and challenges because that was initiated in their specific chart during this solar eclipse that we just had on the 8th. But nonetheless, this is still a very important day today to absolutely focus on what you want to expand, on what you want to grow and to nurture within yourself. And for me personally, I knew immediately, as soon as I got up, the first thing I did was a positive affirmation, a meditation, a half an hour meditation, where I just really went into my heart space to get out of my head, because our heads, our minds are constantly wanting to suck us back into the usual thought patterns, right? That we have, the typical dialogues that we play out in our head. It's almost like they're just on autopilot, right? So I found myself this morning just wanting to completely detach from that, to get away from that, and to connect to my heart instead, and my heart's desires, and what I'm really, truly desiring to expand and to grow in my life. So get into this space of love for yourself. Get into the belief of you can have everything that you desire. You can have everything that is good for you, everything that supports you, that makes you happy. I'm hearing fun, things that are going to be fun and exciting for you. You can have these things. You really can. Just stay focused on that today, especially today. But for this entire weekend, because then we have a Scorpio full moon coming on the 23rd. So that's on next week's Tuesday. So, and then that Scorpio full moon is all about releasing and letting certain parts of yourself go. It's what within you now needs to die. What thoughts perhaps now need to be put to rest and allowed to completely fall away, so that you can truly focus upon growth, on expansion, on becoming this very different version of yourself, this new, brand new version of yourself. Because remember too, these energies, this is such a powerful week, and these energies are all about recreating ourselves, reinventing ourselves, becoming this brand new version of yourself, doing things you've never done before, experiencing things you've never experienced before, feeling things you've never felt before, and really allowing yourself to be in that flow and be in that energy. So it's drop resistance, completely drop resistance. And I felt my ego actually really contracting at the perspective of that, at the thought of that, right? And just wanting to stay in control, wanting to continue driving the ship. And I was just no, this isn't what I want. And I have to allow my higher self, I have to allow my mind to take a back seat, so that my heart can truly drive the ship and can truly align with everything that this beautiful day has to offer us. So absolutely take some time to meditate today, to go within yourself, to connect to your own self-love, to connect to the love of the universe. You know, the sign of Taurus is about material, tangible, 3D things. It's actually a lot of, like, it's a very earthy sign, right? So it's about creating that heaven on earth here for ourselves in really beautiful, profound ways. Doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to be easy to build that, but it also doesn't have to be hard, right? It's all about perspective. And I mentioned perspective in my previous video, the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction video, like how incredibly important it is for us to shift our perspective now at this time and to really get into this flow of a brand new perspective. Can you look at your life? Can you look at your worldly experience, this earthly life, from a brand new set of eyes, through a brand new set of eyes? And can you allow yourself to see that there is actually so much abundance, there is so much prosperity, there is so much, because Taurus also rules money, there's so much that is available to us, and so much love. Taurus actually also connects with the energy of love and self-love and love for others and things like that. So it's like, can you allow yourself to just embody these things, to have these things, like to really truly have these things? There are so many different cycles ending right now. For some people, it's like 10, 12, 13, 15, 20-year cycles that are closing out. Cycles of suffering, of pain, of trauma, of difficulty, challenge after challenge. There are so many cycles that are now ending. And today, the peak of this energy is here to say to you, you know, the universe is like, your wish is my command. What do you wish? What do you desire? What do you want to manifest? What do you want to experience from here on out, moving forward? Your cycles of suffering are complete for many of us, not for all of us. For some people, certain cycles of suffering are kind of just beginning, but that's all karma related. That's all based on what kind of life you have lived up until this point. What kind of person you have been on a soul level, and how much of your soul have you expressed. People that have been greedy, people that have been false and toxic and negative and, you know, in very low vibrational states, or taking advantage of other people, those people are having to experience a certain level of karma. They must. Everything is cause and effect in the universe. So those people have to go through a certain level of karma to pay off those karmic debts. But then there are other positive karmic debts that are now being paid out to the ones that have done the work, that have been good, you know, all this time, that have experienced a lot of suffering, like that seemed to be very unnecessary, suffering that was unfair, that, you know, you didn't deserve. And so those people that went through all of those challenges and received blow after blow from people that they trusted, or people that they loved, or people that they gave to, you know, those people are now, this energy is like, here, I want to give you gifts. I want to give you opportunities. I want to give you all kinds of amazing things because you deserved it. You've accumulated all this beautiful energy within your vortex, and the universe wants to deliver. Let it deliver. And it's a big reminder for myself, and something I realized actually last night. I was watching a movie, and there was a very interesting line in the movie, and it talked about how when you have experienced a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulty, and a lot of suffering, eventually, sometimes we, not because we want to, but you just get so used to pain that you don't even know how to be happy anymore. So I was reminded of that. That hit me hard, because I could feel myself in that space a little bit. I could feel how, wow, you know, I think I really have forgotten in a way how to be happy. And it's like I am happy on the one end, but on if I sort of just peel back some layers within myself, I found myself resonating with that to a certain degree. So I'm like, wow, I think I've just gotten so used to things being challenging and difficult my whole life that I've, in a way, forgotten how to be happy. And so what I did was I took myself back into a place. I was reminded of a quote I read in a book, and it was, take yourself back to a place where you were like the absolute happiest you've ever been in your life. And then just like let yourself experience that and sit in that feeling, to reconnect yourself to the feeling of happiness, that absolute, like, think of a time that was truly like the best moment of your life that you can remember of this lifetime, and how awesome you felt in that moment, how happy and joyful and excited and just feeling like you're on top of the world kind of thing, or like so deserving of that thing that you were excited about or happy about in that moment. Can you take yourself to that space today, energetically and within your heart and within your mind? Can you just navigate into that space? Have this like remembering and just be in that space to remind yourself what it feels like to be super excited about something. So this is going to be very supportive and very helpful for you to get into alignment vibrationally with the alignment of happiness, like to get into alignment with the energy of happiness. And the other thing that I was reminded of, that in order to receive, because there's this energy of receiving and giving today. So what do you need to give yourself in order to be able to receive? So ask yourself that question, because in order for us to receive, most of us actually block our own receiving, right? And in order for us to receive, you have to give yourself something. So what is it that you have to give yourself? Is it time to meditate? Is it permission to take some kind of action? There is some type of action that needs to be taken today in order for us to be able to receive. So just kind of feel into that and see how that resonates for you, or what's like the first thing that comes to mind for you when it comes to that action that you need to take. Because this is also about destiny. This is about us fulfilling our destiny, us taking that first step onto that path of destiny. So if there is something that you want to start, if there's like a business idea that you have, or just some kind of way that you want to put yourself out in the world, something that you want to share with others, today is an absolutely incredibly powerful day to do that. With Jupiter and Uranus in the sign of Taurus, Jupiter wants to expand and like blow that up in a really big way. So connect to that and figure out what do I need to do today, and don't be anxious about it. Don't have any sort of sense of urgency about it, but do this in a relaxed way, but also make sure that you do it, okay? Is what I'm trying to say here. Like, make sure that you are taking some type of action today that is signaling to the universe that, yes, I want this. Okay? And this has to do with like earthly, the tangible, the physical, the material. So this could 100% be money related. This could be like entrepreneurship, like deciding that, maybe I do want to kind of try being an entrepreneur or do my own business, or sharing my gifts with the world in some kind of way, and take action on that. In whatever way you know best, okay, to take action on that, whatever feels best for you to act on, even if it's something small, but at least you're doing it. At least you're putting yourself into that energy and into that vibration of like, yes, I am initiating this today. Okay. So these were kind of like the messages I was getting about this energy today, and why it's so incredibly important for us to really tune into ourselves and really, really tune into your intuition today and see where your intuition wants to guide you, because it is absolutely going to be screaming at you to do certain things today, to take some kind of action today. And don't miss out on that. Like this energy is at full capacity. It's at like maximum peak today. So make sure that you initiate and remind yourself that in order for me to receive, to get something, I must give something. What is that thing that I must give? And what is that thing that I desire to receive? Get some clarity on that, journal on that. Definitely, be with yourself a little bit today, like just take an hour or so and be with yourself to tune into these things. It's going to be very important, very powerful. It really is setting the tone for your new trajectory, for your new path that you are basically now getting ready to embark on and are initiating for the next 10, 12 years. So that is my message. That was the guidance I was receiving. And I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing Jupiter-Uranus conjunction day today. And I just sincerely wish and hope for you that you are able to connect to that self-love within yourself and to the love that the universe has for you, because the universe is so incredibly supportive and so incredibly responsive to the energy that we put out, to the love that we put out. And whatever love you give yourself today, in whatever form of action, that is the love that the universe is going to mirror back to you, reciprocate back to you like tenfold. So let yourself receive, let yourself give something, and I think you're going to really align yourself with the magic of this beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching, for tuning in. Hit a like on your way out, subscribe to the channel. Check out the description box. There is a link down below for my new program, Becoming 2.0. If you are ready to heal on a much deeper level, if you're ready to accelerate your ascension, then this course is definitely for you. The waitlist is now open to sign up for that. There are also many other offerings down there. You can book coaching with me, sign up for my newsletter. It's all down in the description box. Check it out, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.